is gonna be a little bit raw, unfiltered. Probably one take, which I'm doing right now, on what is all Lololuna treasures, or I go by Lolo basically, and whatnot. A little background: I immigrated to the States in the 90s. I was barely 11 years old. Came from a family where very strong customer service skills based selling. They were one of the top salespeople in a car dealership called Fletcher Jones Motorsport in Newport Beach. They were the top salespeople, top selling performers in that dealership. I learned a lot from them for sure. So yeah, my career, I started as an engineer. Basically started in around 2003, 2004, working for a game company called Blizzard Entertainment. The guys that made World of Warcraft, I'm sure a lot of you know. I was a night shift game tester. Night shift game tester, testing their games out. Very detailed. I was always detailed. This is how I got the job. Meeting one of the representatives in a trade show called E3, which I was able to attend from my school. And 6 months later, I got hired there. This is how I started my tech, my tech career before I became a streamer. 20 years later, became an engineering manager, and 2024, towards the end of it, I was still working, and I was streaming at the same time as a part-time kind of thing, but I was streaming almost every day. And then went full-time streamer the end of 2024, basically 2025. Regarding my card hobby stuff, I started collecting and trading and playing, not just collecting, but playing the games from the 90s. Magic the Gathering was one of the first ones. Also, Star Trek collectible card game made by Decipher, a company called Decipher, no longer existing. Made this amazing Star Trek collectible card game. Pokemon, you name it. Those were the main ones at the beginning in the 90s, and then proceeded to Dragon Ball Z made by Score, which is the first Dragon Ball collectible card game. Played that all in the shop, used to walk there, come back, had a lot of fun. Whatnot, let me talk to you guys about Whatnot. So Whatnot, a little bit of background about me and Whatnot. I was the first and was the only one for a moment. Obviously there's a lot more premiere shops now, but I was the first premiere shop to hit that title at the beginning of January 2025, right when it got released. Such a blessing, obviously, it's a big blessing. Leading up to that, the way how I really progressed so fast in my streaming career is again customer centric, right? We're doing this for a reason. If you're doing this for the money, you're not gonna last. People can see this. If you're doing it for the people, if you really have passionate, people can see that, and people will start coming to you more and more often, especially if you go out of your way to present products to the people. So what I do is in November 2024, about a couple months after I started streaming part-time, my wife and I went to Japan in November 2024, and that's coinciding with the Dragon Ball Divers release. I was streaming from Japan, accumulating those divers, and streamed from Japan directly to sell those divers. It was the first time ever anybody were buying divers on the release the same day as Japan. Flew out there, grabbed all those cards, got a lot of inventory, met my dealer, which is the person I really grab all my cards from. I work with a lot of different markets in Japan to accumulate those cards in addition to my dealer. And my dealer is amazing, gives me quite a bit of an edge, helps me a lot. It was very major success since I streamed from Japan. My streaming, my selling, everything just shot up, and decided to do this full time. It was amazing. I love helping streamers. I love helping folks, giving them advice. for both clients and streamers, just alike. As far as like YouTube, you know, like I'm doing this right now, YouTube, right? I started this about an advice of one of my clients. You gotta do YouTube. You gotta do YouTube. You know, people will love listening to you. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's see how we do. I started about 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, right? What really triggered me creating this long format video that I'm doing right now with you guys is one of my shorts actually shot to 2,000 views. You know, I put it out maybe 4 days ago, and it reached a critical point, and I'm noticing that, you know, consistency is helping and this and that. But I want to put a face and a story about my background, so people know who I am outside of the people I deal with and whatnot, and try to reach a bigger crowd, you know, and you know, basically have a little background of who I am and who am I giving advice to and this and that. Definitely more content will be coming out from the YouTube front. If you guys haven't yet checked it out, definitely check out my YouTube short series. There are learning series that goes over many different avenues of the card game that I sell and deal with. In addition to more content will be coming out regarding whatnot, what some of the things you can do to be successful, and how you know, how you go about being a Whatnot streamer. This is also in addition to the card learning series. Yeah, so mainly I do Dragon Ball, and a little bit of Gundam, as far as like selling them, dealing with them. I mainly do Super Dragon Ball Heroes and Divers, which is the one that replaced Super Dragon Ball Heroes. And if you're not familiar with those two, again, check out my YouTube learning series. It will explain more. Let's see if I probably put it up here. Maybe I will, maybe I'm not. We'll see if I able to edit that. Most recently also Fusion World. Fusion World has been on a rise, guys. It has been on a rise since the time of this video. You know, Pokemon is just too expensive to some hobbyists. So money just keeps going from one place, one IP to another IP. When they went to One Piece gets sold immediately and it's catching up to Pokemon. And now people are looking for the next thing, and that's how Fusion World is getting exposed. Which I envision after Fusion World, Divers and the Japanese cards, how beautiful they are. They'll get also more traction, and more collectors will get exposed to them. Regarding Gundam, which I mentioned a little bit, I do Dragon Ball and Gundam, right? Gundam a little bit, not too much, just because it's a very niche market for business. A very niche market. Doesn't move too fast, and I do this full-time obviously, so I need to make sure you know, I'm tackling a market that allows me to push things, which is hence why I do Dragon Ball mainly. But Gundam is a special thing in my heart as well, because I'm actually a competitive player for Gundam. Yeah, so for Gundam I do Tri-Age, Arsenal base, Gundam card game. Those are the three main categories of products that I deal with. Matter of fact, like I said, Gundam, I'm a competitive player. I actually, my recent tournament that I went to, which is the Gundam regional tournament in Orlando, there was about 800 people in that regional tournament. I placed top 16, losing to the #1 place person. I would have gotten second place in that tournament had I didn't get disqualified at the end. I got disqualified because of I had my other deck, my other completely different deck, aggro deck, with me in that deck box. You know, I was playing specifically Wing Gundam Zero, you know, Wing Gundam deck, and got disqualified in the last match, and that really, you know, throw things off. I became top, you know, I think I got top 11 or something, instead of, would have been second place had I won the last match. Either or, I got invited to the Nationals. I'll be going to Nationals in, which is the Nationals Championships for the region, the whole region. 64 players invited. I'm one of them, and it's going to be hosted in Vegas. More content to come on that, guys. More content to come on that, definitely. So yeah, that's the Gundam front, and I'll be looking to do more long format videos. Right now, this topic is very you know, unedited, unscripted, just me going over some few intros about myself. I'll be going more into my PC collection for sure. That's going to be my next long format. showing you guys some of my big PC collection for both Gundam and Dragon Ball. Some little sneak peek. I have the number 19 out of 5,900, I believe, in the world of Super Dragon Ball Heroes serial, which is, I believe, at least I think that is a factual statement, is I have the lowest number in the States, number 19 out of 5,900 in the world. That is my pride and joy. Obviously I have a lot other PCs that I can talk about, and that will be my next long format videos. I'm sure we'll see how long this one is. I haven't even stopped recording. We'll see how long this one is, but I'm sure the other ones will be more structured, more scripted, and more organized. And this is how I wanted to do it. I wanted to do the first one raw and edited, so you got to really get to meet me without me being prepared and all this, as that can be a little bit not too real, right? So yeah, this is me, guys. I'm Lolo. Check me out on Whatnot. It'll be Whatnot if you search for Lololuna. Lololuna space treasures or underscore treasures, you'll find me. I'm on Instagram and YouTube and soon to be TikTok as well. I love doing this, guys. I love doing this, and I want to share my knowledge to you guys, so you guys be empowered to do the right decisions, buying decisions, collecting decisions. I'm in this to really bring joy to people. That's my main key. My main key is really affecting people in a positive way with this hobby. There's a lot of ugliness to it. There's a lot of, like, quote unquote scammers, this and that. You know, people in it for the money and this and hype and this and that. This is gonna be a marathon, guys. This hobby should be taken care of, just like any other hobby, guys. You can go very extreme and fall off real quick, or you could take it as a joy and a ride, a long journey, which I hope to make it so with everybody here in this who's watching this video. But that's about it, guys. Lololuna out, and a little intro of me and more to come.